welcome back to my channel. I made the side tie shirt. This is not my first time making a shirt. The difference is the tie side. I have a lot of videos, okay, not a lot, I have a couple of videos on how to make shirts, so go check that out. Well, this video does a bit twist and turn, but mostly straightforward. I have my pattern paper laid and I already drew a line on the edge. I marked 3 inches for my new edge. This is my button band. Next, I marked my shirt length. The next shirt needs to be fit a bit tight but not choking tight. I marked 3.5 inches for the width. I used both pattern for the front and back, so have that in mind. I marked 2 inches for the front length. I connected the 2 points, then created my neck curve. My shoulder length is above standard. I wanted it to fall a bit, so I marked 9 inches down to my armhole depth. I made my measurement large because I wanted the shirt to be free, so I added a lot of ease to my measurements. I marked my shoulder slant 1.5 inches, then marked 9 inches armhole depth. I marked my ideal bust measurement, which is 11 inches, including all the ease I could add. Then I created my armhole curve. Next, I drew a straight line to connect my shirt length. I marked my back waist length. Then I marked 1.5 inches to indicate where to place my rope. That's a side rope. I marked 1 inch for the back neck. You don't really need all that, so just 1 inch will suffice. Looking back, I realized the shoulder slant was connected to the neck and not to the shoulder, so I made the adjustments. Next, I darkened the line a bit and proceeded to cut out my pattern. I used leftover pattern paper for my sleeve. It's not up to the length I needed for the sleeve, but I made it work. I folded the pattern paper in half, then I created a center line, the squeeze line. As you can see, my pattern is wonky, so I had to draw a line across to keep it straight or looking straight. To get the sleeve curve, I measured the armhole curve. Since I'm using one pattern paper for both front and back, I multiplied the measurement by 2 and then divided into 3. That is to say, the front armhole and the back armhole measurement divided by 3, you get your sleeve cup. I marked the measurement on my sleeve pattern, that is the center, that's a crease line. Then I drew a line across. Then I marked the armhole curve measurement on both sides, then drew lines. that is gonna form a triangle. Please watch the process. I have did video on how to create your own sleeve, so you can just go through my videos and you're gonna see a sleeve pattern somewhere. So watch that and just continue watching. The fabric I used for this shirt is too light. I mean way too light, lighter than the light I wanted. I wanted a light fabric, but however this one is just excessively light. So I will try and make same thing, maybe a different color. I'll see how it goes. But yeah, use a light fabric but not too light. I proceeded to cut my fabric. Yeah. Okay, so it's time to stitch. I joined the shoulders right side together. Next, I attached the sleeves. I left excess allowance just in case. Anyway, the shirt has open sides like a slit, so before stitching the side, I had to lock the rough edges. I have already prepared the rope that I would use, so while pinning close to the side seam, I placed my rope a little below the waist. If you remember while drafting, I left like 1.5 inches below the waist. So yeah, you could either place it on the waist, above the waist, or below the waist. Decide. I pinned and stitched the side seams, not all the way. I left a few inches for the side slit. Next, I folded and stitched the slit. Next, I double folded and hemmed the shirt. Next, I folded the button band and pressed. Before stitching, I placed the rope inside the button band that is on the other side where I didn't attach the side rope. So on the other side, that is where you place your other rope. So then I stitch the rope in place, then I proceeded in stitching the button band. Next, it's time to create my color for the shirt. But before that, I would suggest to watch this video. This video is very detailed on color making. It's long though, but yeah, it's very detailed. For the shirt color, I measured half the neck size minus the button band. The button band is about 1 inch, so yeah, it's always 1 inch. I folded my pattern paper. I just needed a baseline to keep the measurement straight, so I just drew a line. I marked my half neck measurement, then the 1 inch band measurement. For the length, I needed a total of 3 inches. That is 1 inch for the collar stand, half inch for the gap, and 1.5 inches for the collar fold. To achieve the stand curve, you need 1/3 of your neck measurements. I just marked 2.5 inches. I didn't do the simple math. I just used my eyes. I marked 1/4 inch and connected the 2 points. To create the tip position for the fall, that's where the fall will stay on the stand, I went in half inch. You don't have to place the fall on the band. It's preference. You can go in 1 inch, or you can just take the fall away from the band totally. Next, I curved to achieve that beautiful stand curvy thing. I did it so many times anyway, so yeah, I just keep doing it until I like it. So to also achieve that sharp fall thing, like this triangular sharp edge, so just watch how I just marked my measurements in. So first, for my stitching, I started with the collar fall. I stitched the top, trimmed and turned over. You can top stitch or not, it's good either way. Next I notched the center. I did the same thing for the collar stand. At this point, my camera stopped working. I didn't even notice until I wanted to like adjust the camera position. So yeah, just watch the recommended video on how to make a collar, especially if you're a beginner. It's all good, you get it right away. What is left is a sleeve band. I used an elastic on my sleeve. So if you're interested in making a cuff sleeve, that's the regular cuff band, you could watch this video. Also, subscribe. Don't leave without subscribing. Yeah. Bisous.